So I really think that we will be celebrating Christmas in July this year. I mean, you've been waiting for this, some of you, for nearly 40 years. And the momentum right now is just absolutely incredible. Today, we are looking closely at the Department of Justice finalizing a highly anticipated rule to restore your federal firearm rights. And our mission right now is simple. We want to get you perfectly positioned and prepared for the exact moment those doors finally open.
Yeah, it really is a historic milestone, honestly. We're talking about the restoration of rights under 18 U.S.C. Section 925C.
Okay, well, let's unpack that legal code a bit, because for a lot of people, this has felt like a firmly closed door for a very, very long time. What exactly happened there?
Well, Section 925C was originally designed to let individuals petition the government to get their firearm rights back. Like after nonviolent offenses, the framework was totally there.
Right, so it existed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Congress essentially defunded the review process back in the early 90s. So for decades, this pathway was legally on the books, but functionally frozen. I mean, you just couldn't use it.
Wait, so for decades, it was legally an option, but functionally dead just because of a funding technicality?
Yep, pretty much.
Wow, and now it's finally coming back to life. That is huge for everyone listening. So where are we in the process right now?
So if you look at the official federal rule tracking website, RegInfo.gov, you will actually see the DOJ rule. Specifically, it is RIN 1105-AB78, and it is officially in the final rule stage.
Okay, final rule stage.
Right now, it's pending OIRA review. That is the Office of Information and Regulatory Affairs, which is basically one of the absolute final regulatory steps before publication. And the target action date listed right there in black and white. July 2026.
Man, July 2026. It's kind of like tracking a highly anticipated package that finally says out for delivery. I mean, since we know exactly when the delivery is expected, shouldn't people start clearing space on the porch right now?
Absolutely, they should. Waiting for the final rule to actually be published before you start preparing is, well, it's a massive mistake. The regulatory gears are turning right now, but your personal preparation can begin today. You really have to know if you even qualify before you start filling out forms.
Right. That makes total sense.
Yeah, and that is where the first major tool comes in. It's the online eligibility tool over at fedgunrights.com.
Okay, but how does an online tool actually figure that out? Is it just like a basic questionnaire you fill out?
No, it's much deeper than that.
Yeah.
The tool actually cross-references your specific state convictions against the federal defund era statutes. So it helps figure out the mechanics, like whether you legally require a federal pardon versus maybe just a state expungement.
Oh, wow. So it gets really specific to your situation.
Highly specific. For $19.99, it unlocks, downloads, and prints out a very personalized results report. They've already crossed 3,938 completed eligibility checks, which is massive.
That is a lot of people getting ready early.
Yeah, and 98% of users report finding it helpful because it gives a concrete, data-driven answer on their status.
Okay, so that first tool tells you if you can even apply. But knowing you are eligible doesn't actually file the paperwork for you. How do people navigate the actual bureaucratic maze to get their application ready?
That is exactly where the second resource comes in. It is called the 925C Made Simple Workbook, and you can find it at legal-gangsta.com/shop-1.
Legal-gangsta.com. Got it.
Yep, and over 1,519 copies have already been purchased. It goes beyond the if and walks you through the how. It provides step-by-step instructions, the required checklists, and the actual worksheets you need.
Yeah, I actually have the cover of that workbook in front of me right now. It features an illustration of Donald Trump alongside another figure standing in front of the U.S. Capitol building and the Constitution. It sets a very clear visual stage for the process. And honestly, it must be incredibly empowering to have those specific checklists in your hand before the application even goes live. I mean, you aren't scrambling. You are essentially pre-auditing yourself.
That is the core of it, really.
Yeah.
By walking through those worksheets now, you are gathering the necessary documentation and identifying any potential roadblocks in your history on your own terms.
Right. You are controlling the variables you can control.
Exactly.
So bringing this all together, that July 2026 target date is just a massive beacon of positive news. It is a tangible finish line for a wait that has lasted almost 4 decades. And more importantly, you have actionable, empowering steps you can take today to secure your position in line.
For sure. I mean, it's a rare opportunity to be proactive with federal regulations. The doors are going to open. The question is simply how ready you will be when they do.
Right, which leaves us with one final thought to ponder. With nearly 4,000 people already checking their eligibility and preparing their files months in advance, how will this massive, unprecedented wave of fully prepared applicants impact the government's processing speed on day one?